So we are back. This was a match between Skye Blue and Ruby Soho.
Mm-hmm.
This was on Rampage this last week.
Okay.
I was watching the highlights while we were out at the bar on Friday.
Yeah.
I saw what was going on. I'm like, this has to... I wanted to double check and make sure that this match was as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was worse. And also...
wasn't this also a number one contenders match?
It was. So Ruby Soho is getting a AEW Women's World Championship match based on this match. Just for context of the experience level of these two. Ruby Soho has been wrestling since 2010, and she was trained at the Performance Center.
So she has
Ohio Valley Wrestling.
She has the world-class training.
And with Skye Blue, she was trained in 2017 at Premier Wrestling. So
again, a pretty good school for...
But 2017 to there's
a little bit of a gap, but she has some experience under her belt, so you expect it to at least be a decent match.
Right. This is just a clusterfuck.
Oh,
and
boy.
I chose this particular stream because there is picture-in-picture, so we miss quite a bit of... not quite a bit of the match. Just the filler-bustering part of the match.
Right.
I did that specifically, and that's why it's in two parts. But anyway,
okay.
With all of that behind us, let's start watching it. There. Oh, also, by the way, Skye Blue, if you're going to be more of a heel, it's probably not a great idea to dress up like the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo. That is the inspiration of her gear.
Oh, my God.
And Ruby Soho looks like she lost her gear and looks like something... like she looks like one of my exes when she gets up in the morning before she takes a shower. It doesn't look like gear. It kind of threw it together.
Yeah, I know. It does. Yeah.
There's no...
It's not tight fitting.
Right.
It's not very athletic looking clothes.
Maybe hit her? Well...
This is terrible so far.
Did you see the... Just gonna stand there.
And again, she's wearing loose-fitting clothing. It's like, what?
She just stood there and waited. That was
a very clunky transition.
That was a horrible exchange. Oh, okay. I just want to make sure that I'm not covering too much of it. You can tell. Did you see on Skye Blue's face on how she knew that was fucked up really, really bad?
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm trying to get this thing off. Go away. There we go. Just taking her ever sweet time.
Right.
Horrible short arm clotheslines, by the way.
Yeah, and
care?
Ruby Soho never has cared about
being in this company.
No.
Just standing there waiting, doing the
I know.
Same move again. Horrible sell too.
Probably jealous of her friends getting those lucrative WWE contracts.
Probably.
And just putting on banger after banger. Well, I mean, Valhalla doesn't wrestle all that much, but
no.
But Liv Morgan's doing pretty well for herself.
I think she's hurt right now, though.
Yeah, but again, gave her a chance.
It's just paint by numbers. It's so bad.
I know.
And these two know better.
Right.
At least I know Soho does, because remember who trained Soho?
Right.
OVW and WWE Performance Center. And there's former world champion Saraya just playing around.
Yep. Yeah, this doesn't make sense, because my assumption would be that that Ruby Soho is the heel in this partnership and not the babyface.
No, they are two heels wrestling against each other. The rest of that was just picture in picture.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. So that's why I skipped all of that, because they weren't going to be doing anything during picture in picture.
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
Yeah. Or else I think this match would have been closer to 15 minutes instead of like I think it is like just shy of 10. Because there's like 5 minutes left in this. So.
Oh, okay.
And also, by the way, this was the same Rampage that had Mystico and Rocky Romero and all of these CMLL guys, right?
Yeah.
This is the final match of the show.
This is it?
This is the main event.
God, what a terrible, terrible way to end. Oh, and then I also love how they try to do Battle of the Belts in addition to Collision.
Yep. I don't know why that did.
Competing with Bound for Glory.
Yep.
Because that was a smart move there, Tony.
Yep. Because that was right after Collision.
Yeah, so this is the main event.
This is the main event. This is the final match on this show.
And Ruby Soho's selling is just terrible.
Her selling is terrible. These shots look horrid. Oh, it gets so much worse. This spot pissed me off. Like, that looked fine. Watch this. Just...
What the hell was that?
So, Ruby Soho was supposed to get chop blocked, but she was running away from Skye Blue, who was not getting any momentum to follow her, so she had to intentionally slow down, and that's why it looked that bad.
Oh, my God.
That was a weak kick.
What the fuck is this match?
This is so embarrassingly bad. I just can't take her seriously as a heel when she's fucking in
When she's a fucking mystery machine.
When she's a mystery machine. Yeah, she's a mystery machine. That was okay.
That was all right. It wasn't the best. But based on the training, this should have been done a hell of a lot better than this.
These two do not care. Well, Skye Blue looks more pissed.
What the hell was that?
This is wretched.
I know.
That was the face of a woman who just does not care.
Oh, I know. I can tell that
the
Ruby
match,
Soho just does not care about being there.
The match has fallen off the rails, and Skye Blue is fucking sitting there trying her best, actually hitting some decent moves, but it's so bad.
I know.
Like I said,
and Tony's not going to want to fire Ruby Soho because she has staying power because of her former employer.
Right. There's Skye Blue just trying her fucking best to pull off a good match here.
I know.
That was really bad.
It was. I hated that, how they had to reposition that.
Also, the close-ups to Skye Blue's face are starting to irritate me because they want to show off the makeup. I'm like,
right.
Okay.
It's like, just stop. I don't remember who does the makeup in the company.
I think it's a Rebel.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we don't need to see more. We don't need to see that. We don't really care. We don't really care about the makeup.
Like, do it once, it's fine.
I mean, you don't see WWE doing that. Okay, let's stop with the close-ups.
The close-ups are really starting to piss me off. There's another close-up. There's another close-up to Saraya because she's apparently involved in the match. I think this is the finishing sequence. I have never seen a worse roll-up.
Okay, that was bad.
This is wretched.
What the hell is this finishing sequence? What the hell was that?
And that was the end of the match. I believe Saraya legitimately smacked the absolute piss out of Skye Blue and she was knocked out.
Yeah.
She was not moving at all. I think she just got knocked the hell out. That was the end of the match too, by the way.
Oh, that was underwhelming. And that's the end of the show as well.
That was a #1 contenders match for the Women's World Champion, and this was the main event with Mystico and Rocky Romero, who, by the way, were the curtain jerkers. They were the first match on the card.
Did this man not produce such a terrible, wretched show?
That was awful.
Anyways, next week I don't think that there is a pay-per-view.
Yes, there is. Sam Hain.
Oh, that's right. Sam Hain is next weekend. So we're going to be watching some NWA.
Yeah. So if you guys enjoyed this, remember to like, follow, subscribe. Let us know if you want us to watch a particular match. We always take suggestions and recommendations. Become a patron, get some hats, all that great stuff will be in the description. And as always, be
majestic.